I really do like Shing.
Okay.
Shing is my takeaway
You would take
character
Shing
from
over
here.
Weekend?
I don't know if I would take Shing over Weekend, but I would take Shing over. I just like Shing's presence on the
Okay.
team, his unpredictability. Head to head, Shing versus Weekend. That's very strange.
So real quick, this is going to be very, very important. So this is going to be a heavy jungler-focused ban phase coming out of Complexity because
Oh
they
yeah.
know that that Shing, doesn't have that big of a god pool. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is either an Ao Guang
Mhm.
or a Bastet ban.
Also, I mean, not for nothing, Shing is the person I would have banned out the most. Mace of the Face has that incredible ISIS that we know of, but a lot of teams don't value ISIS like he does and like this individual commentator does.
Nemesis.
Shadow Q doesn't have a specific character that he shines on. The best is known for like Hebo and Scylla, but not exactly. Madman Mark is still a question mark to a lot of players. Probably not these guys, but they clearly value Shing
He's good.
over the other.
He's real good.
Madman Mark has been one of my favorite storylines coming up. Like watching him, he's the true player that like just downloaded Smite and ranked, and people
See,
noticed it.
this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what you call doing your homework, boys and girls. Complexity knows that Shing doesn't have that big of a god pool, so they go ahead and they grab Bastet from Shing. This is great. This is how you cancel out your opponents. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that Complexity and Five Angry Men are scrim partners as well. They play a lot against one another.
Yeah, Complexity really making the strides to show me that they are a professional team. I'm going to go out there and say that I will be very surprised if they don't want.
This should be ISIS, right?
This should be an ISIS. I mean, there
should be the ISIS.
I mean, I don't know if I would have picked the ISIS there.
Well, it's just Five Angry Men.
But Mace to the Face, as we said, really plays that ISIS well. So they want to pick that one up for sure. Artemis, though, interesting. Madman Mark. Like
he was feeling the rhythm with it.
He was.
Yeah,
so
I mean, when you beat that man in lane, hey, option over to Complexity. Ra's going to get picked up, as well as Sylvanas. Oh, God, the heals. Brawlers beat Sticks and Divine Ruins.
I already see the Weakening Curse on Five Angry Men.
Oh, yeah, the Weakening
Curse. It's already there.
The
Shadow
Divine
Q
Ruin.
is already yelling.
I just want to know if that Raw is going to go mid or if it's going to go solo. I don't know. Kiki, by the way, tweeted out when they played Poseidon. He tweeted out saying, "My team lied to me. They said Poseidon had a girl skin."
Kiki, such a fun player to have around. Ra could go mid, or he could go solo. And like we saw previously by multiple teams today, the roles aren't as strongly defined, Scott.
No.
You can put your support mage in that mid lane. Kiki's playing mid and Cyclone Spin playing solo. You could have Cyclone Spin play the aggressor and Kiki play the support, and it'd still be okay.
So Awilix going to go ahead and get banned out, as well as a Bakasura. That could mean that they are setting up to maybe grab a Hercules or a Chalk, someone in that solo lane who's kind of like a tanky bruiser that they don't want to deal with the Baka. So the option is going to be Five Angry Men. This could be a Ymir jungle, by the way, that is in the realm of possibility.
Shing has played the Ymir jungle. Yeah. We've seen Frostiak over on the European side of things really like it. And if you've seen either of those things, as Hunbats get picked up, and that'll undoubtedly be in the jungle. To follow what we were talking about, the Ymir jungle falls off after mid-game. He becomes the controller, and it's a very intricate sort of team comp you have to build around it. Hunbat's an assassin that can team fight. I love it.
This is either going to be Cupid or Uller. I wouldn't imagine that Allied is going to go for anything else, unless they really say, okay, guys, we need some sort of magical, which we could see the Chronos. Chronos might happen as well, and going against Hunbats, Hunbats right now is probably a top-tier jungler, but it's a Rama. So I haven't seen a Rama in quite some time. Ever since the blue buff has been taken away from him, he's been very silent. I wonder what Allied has in store for us.
I mean, Ram is another character that does well with basic attacks. His wave clear is a basic attack plus, just like Shibalanki. So purple buff is going to work out for him. Hercules is most likely going to be seen in the jungle. Actually, wait a second.
Yes.
This is Complexity.
Yeah.
Hercules will be in the jungle and Bastet will be solo.
No way.
Yes. It's Weaken and Cyclone Spin.
Yeah.
It's Weaken and Cyclone Spin. Weaken loves his Hercules jungle, just like Andinster.
We might see the Crusher then. Crusher with the cats.
Yep. Crusher,
Bastet,
Bastet, solo. It's something I've been preaching for a while. A lot of people don't like the Crusher because it's simply a weaker item, but it's a specific item. You get a Crusher on a Bastet or a Naja solo or Mercury solo, things change. But if this was any other comp, clearly Hercules goes solo, Bastet goes in the jungle. But it's weakened. He likes Hercules in the jungle just like Annister does, and Cyclone Spin loves Bastet. I can say with confidence that that's where they're going to go, and we can check right now.
Yep.
And that's the case. There we are. Complexity on the left-hand side in blue, 5 Figure Men on the right-hand side in red. This is your grand finals for the first week of SPL Season 2 qualifiers, and we're about to get underway.
Shadowkey is going to be bringing in the Ymir here. So you're looking at a Bastet solo lane here, but you're also looking at, well, we'll hold this thought here. Shadowkey might be trying to get very, very aggressive here. They might be able to catch him off guard. That's going to be a ward of Incon. Incon's going to see that, and they don't get any information on if there's a ward there or not. But they're just going to kind of wait this one out. They're completely spotted out, though, so no real invade here. But anyways. Bastet in the solo lane going up against the Vamana. Now, the Vamana isn't going to want to fight, even though he will be able to very easily. So, with that said, Colossal Fury is going to pretty much cancel out Kitty Cats and put Bastet in a very, very unusual situation.
Yeah, Bastet.
Like, how does the Cats have to make Big Baby stay longer?
Yeah, I mean, basically, Bastet she's going to wait it out. Bastet doesn't want to fight Vamana. Bastet wants to clear safely and get the tower as soon as possible, which is possible. She can poke with the bleed and then force Big Baby to use it as a defensive move, you know. So that's really what Bastet is going to be looking for. But Cyclone Spin, we mentioned it before, which is why I was so confident calling the team comp Gandhi. Cyclone Spin has played Bastet in the solo lane for
God.
So it's not anything that he's new to. He's not going to have to reinvent a better mousetrap. He already knows what to do. So we'll watch this solo lane and how it goes down, and that'll basically tell us what's going on. That's Diamond Bastet. There you go.
Yeah, Diamond Bastet. Gotta turn up when you can. The crazy thing about Cyclone is that his god pool is pretty much Smite.
Yes.
He brought, what was it? It was something absurd going into the NA region.
Naja solo.
He brought like 19 different gods solo lane.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what? Oh, that's a reskin. That's not the diamond.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Hi-Res, I see you. I see you.
That's the black and white reskin. I saw the black, thought it was silver. Oh well.
I'm casting off of a 13-inch monitor here. Got old man eyes.
Hercules in the jungle, as we talked about. Again, this is a move that really is exclusively weakened in Annister. Annister playing for the world champion, like, Cloud9 team. So that is definitely something very interesting to see. I love it. I think that Hercules is a character that does a lot of damage and can bring so much disruption that when you put him in the jungle, it just makes people angry.
Yeah, and you really have to try to miss his 2. So his 2 is a knock-up, which he sets up into Driving Strike, which is his 1, which just does insane amount of damage.
Right.
With that said, it does make sense for him to be in the jungle, but you have to build him slightly different than how you would in the solo just
Hard
because
Seeker, baby.
you're in the... Stop.
100% scaling on that boulder.
Stop.
Hard Seeker, baby.
Oh, yeah, everyone knows Hercules for his boulders, bro.
Realistically, Hercules.
See? Up you go!
And there's the
wow.
flip. There's the cry in solo lane, or dual lane, rather.
They didn't get the
Madman
finish.
Mark taking a lot of damage. Here comes Shing. Level 4, though. So
Oh, he got the 5. We might see the re-engage here with Fear No Evil if he really wants to.
Yep.
He's just going to go ahead and get out of dodge. That's the play.
Yeah.
I think he was expecting to land in, kill
a
the creep,
minion.
get
Yeah,
5,
that's
throw
exactly
Fear No
what he
Evil,
wanted
go
to
for the
do.
crit.
But you know what? You know what? Sure, these are professional players. They take a look at the numbers and everything. Here comes the ultimate, though. Walk into that wall, says Shing. He's gonna get a couple of hits, a couple of
wall
crits,
down.
and a great wall from Ymir, and that will be a Sylvanas walking away.
Sylvanas, he should have his 2 up ready and go, but he can't get the kill.
Nope.
My gosh.
Respecting the damage of Allied. Gotta be
Look
careful.
at Allied.
Here comes the roll in.
Brilliant.
Allied wants to say, hey, watch it. Turn around, gets the stun. Here comes the middle lane. Isis, pop, pop. couple of wing gusts and still not quite a death. So,
Dude, so
Complexity hanging on by the skin of their teeth.
and they were able to reap the reward of both mid harpies because of that. So a little bit of a win for them. How they didn't kill Incon, there's only one logical response for that. Are you ready for it? Do you know what it is?
Waiting.
Mark of the Vanguard.
There you go. Mark of the Vanguard reduces all damage by 5, including minion damage. So, you know, good choices. Good heals coming out from Sylvanas
Early
as
game?
well, just doing it. Yeah, Mark of the Vanguard's an
re-
item that really shines early
It's
on.
almost hard to justify Watcher's Gift.
It really. We haven't seen a single.
We've seen a couple.
Yeah, we've seen a handful. Have they won much though? Is the question.
That's that's not a question for us. Isis. When you take a look at the matchup of Isis and Ra, so Isis at the beginning is going to have a much easier time clearing the wave than Ra, and it's really just because of Wind Gust and her auto attack chain. But as it progresses, Ra can be right there on the level with her. But even still, she gets a little bit better rotation and she can be a little bit more mobile. So it's tough. It's a tough matchup. Yeah. Isis is one of those guys that I feel will never accurately be played, at a very, very top level.
I feel you, and Sayo used to be the one to do that, but here comes a lot of craziness. Multiple ultimates coming out, and Mace to the face gets the first blood onto Incon. Mark of the Vanguard or not, he's going to be the first one falling down to the right. And 1 kill to 0 reads 5 a.m.
Oof. Weekend hits that pull. He goes right into a Kiki ult. That is one dead Isis and Hunbats, but unfortunately unable to do so. Allied versus Madman Mark. Madman Mark's kind of my story.
I mean, Madman Mark has been, I have said multiple times in multiple broadcasts, multiple shows, that Madman Mark is one of my, I like watching him play. I like watching him progress, because the people that have been watching Smite for maybe a year and a half, I think he started to come up. I subbed for Dignitas once or twice when Zapman was otherwise busy or whatnot. He has grown in front of us. And now we watch him beat Zapman in lane. And now we're watching him contest with Allied of Complexity. It's a great storyline. This 5 Ingram N team is looking a lot more refined than they were last year.
No real shocker here as we take a look at the builds that Ram is going to be going into the Devo gloves. We're going to see the Wing Blade coming out for Sylvanas as soon as he gets that online. He doesn't really need boots. He can still finish this out. Incon has been leading the way of the theory crafting pretty much since PTS started. After that, we have the CDR Ra getting ready to go into the Book of Thought, just so he has some damage, which I am a big fan of. You got to get it all out there. He could go double stacking if he wants. Really, he can do anything after Book of Thought.
Yeah, the Winged Blade is so important when you're leaning against that Ymir. You've got the slow on the ultimate and the slow on the number 2. Plus, you got the slow on Madman Mark to suppress the insulin. You got the slow on Shink's jump. So many throws.
He got
him. Now ulting into the wall, and that's going to take out Weaken. Shing still looking for more. Gets a great knockup, but it's not enough. There's the ult, going for it. Boom! That's going to claim a life. Down goes the kitty cat. Up in the air. Incon picks up 2. He's a support, and the battle rages on.
The battle continues here. They got the heals. Shadow Q's in a lot of trouble. Allied's like, hey, what's up? You guys got a party? He's battling 2 people. And the best is going to be able to get out of there. Almost no! He gets sniped by Allied. Tusky's here. Allied, are you going to do this? He's boxing him. He's going for it. There's no way he wins this. He's got the heal. He's going to continue. And now Kiki's going to jump in. Kiki's looking to help out. He gets the 120. Oh, no!
Where's the roll?
He's got to get the... Oh, my God. Madman Mark does nothing but impress me.
That. You know what that is? You know what that is? That is a player gaining confidence in front of us. I'm going to go ahead and say that if we take a look...
Watch out, Snoopy.
If we take a look a couple of months ago, Madman Mark would have retreated. We take a look now with the confidence he gained. He goes ahead. He gets that fight despite it being 1 and 2. Ooh. Drops the trap onto Weekend, and he is gone. Madman Mark. He is
Weekend's
a person to talk about.
Weekend has missed 2 pulls that were guaranteed kills. That was the first one, and the second one was on Isis and Hunbats in the duo lane. He needs to start hitting these pulls. His team relies on him setting them up. If he is the shot caller. If he goes, guys, I'm going for the pull, and Kiki's not even going to blink. He's just going to rip that ult.
Yeah, I mean,
he's got to hit those pulls, man.
Yeah, that's a big point. We talk a lot about Hercules, and I mean, Cret and I have notoriously not agreed on Hercules, and his main point of contention is that Hercules is 2 is hard to confirm, which is a phrase I hate. And the fact that he's sort of, you hit the 2, you hit the 1, and then what else do you do? Well, there's the 2, and there's the 1, there's the ultimate. But what else do? You need some more. You need the team to help you out, and it's really problematic. Allied not able to get it to kill. Scratch that! He gets him from a distance. Call up Bette Midler. That's a great play coming out from Allied in the dual lane.
Allied was this player who, going into this season, I was really, really worried about how he was going to do. During the PTS, he had these times where he was really down on himself. He wasn't sure what to do. He kind of felt that Weekend may have just been camping the duo side a little bit, or the solo side a little bit too much. He was playing Poseidon to rotate. He was not the Allied that we're seeing today. This is the Allied we all want to see. We want to see the 3-0 Allied coming in hot at 15 minutes boxing people because he's such a personality. We want to see him shine, and it was a big question up until this point if he could.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Allied does in the team fights. You know, we talked a little bit about it earlier. It's something that it's the point I always bring up about Allied is that his laning phase is always a little bit lackluster. And I mean, when it comes to the team fights, though, that's what you get out of him. Taking a look at the slash line right now, you know, Allied. It's early in the game. We're not even at 10 minutes yet, and he's already earned himself 3 kills.
Yep.
Please.
Well, a lot of people also weren't expecting Rama.
Yeah.
Like, to be fair, Ram was not on anyone's radar, as Weekend's going to kind of zone this out. He's going to be able to get the right harps, and you're going to see, is Incon going to try to stop this? Yeah, well, they got the big enough contest on it, so that's going to force him out. That's a win.
Yep, that's gonna make them go away. Good deterrent right there. Allied still on the other side. He's trying to come in from the backside. Gets stuck on the rock right there. But here it comes. Great ultimate coming out. Ymir ults to get away as well. And Weekend one more time caught between a rock and a hard place. The rest of his team somewhere else completely. This Hercules pick, only 2 deaths for him, but it seems so much more.
Yeah, it seems a lot just because he's been involved in so much. Incon's going to come in. Does he have the steal? He's waiting on it. Oh, come on! He stole the Gold Fury! Allied was in the sky. Allied helping it out. Incon, my God. This guy. Incon was this player who was just trying to do everything he possibly can for the team. I remember during SPL, let's see if the Cats got him.
Yeah,
the Cats got him.
Cyclones got him, without a doubt. Finishes up with the basic attack after the Cats fall down, and that's going to be the dead tower in the middle lane. 10 minutes, just 10 seconds shy of the 11-minute mark. Kills are even, but the mid tower goes down. That'll be the first structure dead, and it's going the way of 5 Angry Men.
We're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, that 5 months ago, Incon was plucked from support into mid lane, and he just wanted to help his team win. 5 months. 5 months ago. That was an actual rotation that the team made. And now we're seeing him lead the theory crafting and lead his team really in every way, shape, and form. That is huge. That Gold Fury steal, they had no business getting that Gold Fury.
Blinks in, gets the ultimate because he knows it's going to knock everybody up, and there's no beads or Magi's available. Gets the hog. That execute was textbook coming out from Complexity. Then it leads directly to the tower kill right here. Shane trying to get Weekend one more time. Trying to turn that 2 into a 3, but can't. Deterred a little bit by Cyclone Spin. They're going to go ahead. And see, this really, Scott, this is what a team does. Weekend's having a rough game. So what happens? Incon and Allied step up. They're covering the holes that Weekend is unfortunately doing. Not everybody can perform at a top level every single game. We're used to seeing it from Weekend. He falls beside himself a little bit, and his team picks up the slack. Love to see it.
Cats are out. Cats are gone. Cats are going to be able to take him out. Weekend just drives the best into the wall. That's a big play on Weekend. He really needed the kill. He needed to feel the rhythm. Taking a look at the builds here, you're going to see a Rune Forge coming out on Hercules almost immediately here for him right after the power boots. That's going to give him a good amount of health plus protections. And with the 40 power, on those boots, he really doesn't need much more from here on out.
No, I mean the
he
power.
Probably wants Jotuns, right?
We are definitely going to see a Jotun's Wrath. There's no way we don't see a Jotun's Wrath built up on the Hercules. It's just so good. 25%. It's outlandish.
The Jotun's Wrath, the biggest part about it that I like is just the mana. Incon blinks in. They really want this. Searing Pain's going to miss. Shing could be in trouble, but he is Hunbat, so he's got the jump away. They know who doesn't have a jump away, and that is Ymir.
Allied gets the kill
Allied
from the
killed
middle
him?
lane. Ultimate, that is what you have to do. Channeling is in a Reels X, but honestly, doesn't need to be named after anybody else. Allied's doing it all for himself. Cyclone Spin has him stuck, and Mace to the face. Doesn't get anything. He goes down. 3 members to 2 in the middle lane, but they're surrounded. 3 are stuck in a complexity sandwich. Kiki coming from around the back along with Incon. Allied chasing down the Hunter, trying to make it happen. The best playing great deterrent, but it's not enough. Cyclone Spin hits him with the whip, and Madman Mark falls down one more time. Weekend looking for the best, not able to get him. Complexity going down the middle lane. Looks like they want a tower, Scott. Will they do it, or will they fall back?
They might. I mean, they got so much out of that you can kind of see the retreat pings. They're kind of like, all right, guys, let's not lose anything. We have our buffs up. It's more important to secure our buffs than it is anything else. And plus, they get to clear out the wards as well. I mean, this is a huge advantage for them. I mean, you can just look at the gold. It's like 4,000. It's like 4,000 gold, almost 7,000 experience. And when you take a look at the builds, you're going to see something interesting here, and that is going to be going on Bastet, my man. You see that?
Yeah, taking a look at Bastet, building into a 3rd item, Transcendence. I mean, so this is an item that we either see rushed traditionally to get the stacks up, or complete last item. The way Transcendence works, it's a stacking item just like Heartseeker or Doom Orb, which we discussed earlier, gives you power per stack, but it's incredibly expensive because it's an incredible amount of damage.
For sure.
The other side of it is it gives you damage per your mana, sort of like a Book of Thoth, but you don't have it in the mid game, right? You either buy it early, you get the stacks, you buy it late, and the way your character scales. But he's got a Jotun's Wrath, and that's why he's doing what he's doing. Jotun's Wrath gives you mana as well, and that'll help the Transcendence sort of get over there. So good pickup, very cerebral pickup. Gotta say it was probably from Incon's mind.
Yeah, most likely, right? So Combat Blink coming out onto Isis as well. Hold the phone here as Kiki really getting aggressive here. You can see him kind of turn around. He hits that poke on Mace, which is going to force him back just a bit. But anyways, you can see, obviously Isis has a Divine Road. She has to have that going up against a Hercules and a Raw. But the Combat Blink is because she has no real escape. So she's saying, if I ever get in a bad spot, I'll just Combat Blink out of it. It's a very, very intelligent play, but it takes up an active. So she won't have an Aegis.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what we see out of Isis all the time, which is part of the problem with Isis.
Right.
You know, it's similar to some other mages that almost require a Combat Blink to really get themselves out of harm's way. With Divine Ruin and Cooldown Boot, she's not a damage mage, but we sort of knew that going into things. She's a control mage. She has the silence, which is also a slow. She's got a stun, and the ultimate is incredible. That's what she needs to use. She needs to use it as zoning. She needs to use it as objective securing as well.
So Incon has Mace in the face. The Searing Pain barely misses. Xing's going to be there as well. Fear no evil. Cyclone Spin's going to jump out of this one. Xing looking to go forward, though. Allied's there. He's going to take to the skies. Eyes on Xing. The final one, Allied misses all 3, but the presence forced them all the way out of the fight. Down goes Shadow Q. This is fantastic plays coming out of Complexity. That's 2 members down already.
The best hit Cyclone Spin with the tip of the Batarang, and that's going to be enough to claim his life. Cyclone Spin thought he was out. I thought he was out, but he definitely was.
Little Mana is up there for best skins in Smite. Don't you think?
I like Lil Mana a lot. I
think Jandroid now is up there.
Jandroid's pretty good.
Jandroid's great.
I'll always like Geb 1.
Baseball Hercules is
Baseball Herc is one of my favorites because of the voice back. Complexity gets the Gold Fury. A little bit of contention from the best, but not really enough to make a conversation about it. Complexity takes that Gold Fury, which is a big deal, folks, that will catapult them into a lead. They're going to go back 17.5 minutes into our contest. This is a best of 3. We are in the finals. 5,000 gold separate these two teams. 13-8 read the kills, and Complexity are winning hand over foot. So, as I said, this is the best out of 3, Scott. This is the finals. So, if Complexity keeps us up and they take game 1, 5 men have to respond. But we've had a lot of turnarounds, so 5 a.m. not quite out of it just yet. 4,600 gold is really not that much.
No, 4,600 isn't much. And everything we've seen today, nothing would make me say, oh yeah, this game's over. But what I can say is that Weekend is going to be here on the right side. He's going to stop that. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Bye-bye, Best. Bye-bye best. Yeah.
Weekend gets another kill, which is going to be good for him. As we said, he was sort of dragging
Isn't this
behind
just like
2, 2, and
textbook?
6.
Isn't this just like textbook complexity? You like make a mistake,
Yeah.
and then like they make you pay,
Yeah.
and they go up like 800 gold. You make like a second mistake, and then they go up like 3,000 gold. Like it seems to be a very, very consistent basis. They're taking everything they can. Shing's like, oh yeah, that's a
Tier 2's going down to the right-hand side.
Yeah, Shing's like, oh, that's a tier 2. Whatever.
Nothing they can really do. It's going to help their lead as we see. Take a look at the graph. It just looks like stairs, Scott. They get a lead, they plateau. They get a lead, they plateau. And we just mentioned how 4,600 wasn't enough. Well, 6,700, that's a little bit more.
Wow, mace to the face. Mace to the face, you got to be careful.
Deal.
And Incon doesn't get the kill, though. He doesn't secure it. Oh, yeah, he does. He's got
With
the damage.
Wisps.
He's got the dot. He's got the dot. Ymir trying to deter him just a little bit. If Weekend continues, Weekend can, but oh my gosh, he put the pedal to the floor here. Allied looking for it. That's going to be Tusky. He's like, you know, I have an answer for Tusky. Oh no, come on, buddy. Oh, I thought Madman was going to do it.
Allied boxing out Madman Mark, doing very, very well right there. And with those Demo Glove stacks that he has online, all 60, he's able to lifesteal himself very safely in this left-hand lane. The rest of his team is going to push down mid. We've got a siege. We can tank it a little bit. Key can tank it a little bit. Incon tank it a little bit. This entire team is front line, Scott. They can do whatever they want. They've got to heal.
They really can, and that's how ROM's working. Dude, Allied, my man is 7-0. He should be 6-1, okay? He just outplayed the Tusky. That's what happened there. In that 1v1, he should be 6-1. Madman Mark should have gotten the best of him, but he didn't.
Yep.
So, credit to Allied, but he's 7-0-2.
When did that happen?
I
This
don't know.
happened with the Cupid game.
I get it.
The game ended, and as we were fading to the victory screen, I saw it said 11-1. And
Yeah.
I said, when did that happen?
What?
And we're saying the same thing here. I knew that Allied had gotten a couple of kills. We have called every single one of Allied's kills. 7 kills, though. I don't know.
That feels like a lot.
Dude, I don't know. The man from New York translated to Georgia is doing very well. Allied is killing it right now for his team. 16-8. They're double the kills of the 5 Angry Men, and they're running up the mid lane a little
Is
bit.
Incon serious right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, I see it.
The Celestial Helm?
Yep.
Get out of here.
Maybe
Come
you
on.
misclicked trying to buy the Lotus Crown.
My man says no to the Lotus Crown and instead goes the Mountain Helm for this
Yes.
one. This is giving him 20. He's basically getting 20 protections. So, I can't believe it.
Well, here comes the sandwich. Weekend on one side, Incon on the other. The Best and Shadow Q stuck in between. Best goes up in the ultimate, trying to make something happen.
Nice.
Shing jumps over the wall, but where does he go? Cyclone Spin eats him right up.
Woo.
Cyclone Spin gets the double, looking
Wow.
for the triple. Picks it up. Can he get the quadra? They're still going. Allied
he's
from
not
behind, launching the artillery. The surrender
jump.
mode has started.
Jump,
Will it
jump.
go? Jump one more time. Cyclone Spin for 4. Where's the 5th? He's chasing him. Madman Mark running around,
Oh, he missed
trying to find under the tower. Misses the slow, gets the thing. Not enough to quite kill him. Backs
Oh, he's
off.
not done.
Kiki gets it, but that's the surrender vote.
Wow.
And we are